afternoon, everyone. This is Meg from Meg's Little House in the Country. I generally forget to put an intro on my videos. I saw one lady who actually made an intro and then explained this is just the intro and that the real video was made the day before, but she forgot to make her intro. And I was like, you know, don't worry about it. It doesn't stress me out. I often forget to do intros. But I'm going to I found a few packets of marigold seeds, so I'm going to go and get them planted in my raised beds. Most of the stores and garden centers now are pretty much out of bedding plants. What they have is perennial plants and shrubs and trees, and a lot of that is going on sale now this time of year. It's really hard to find anything that's already been started. I just wish I could go back in time and dig out and mix that new soil I'd put in my beds with the old soil, because it would have helped. But my back was hurting so bad because lifting those bags, that's when I hurt my back. It's been really great benefit to have been going to a chiropractor on a regular basis now. He's really fixed a lot of my back issues, and it's nice to be mostly pain-free. But because I did not turn my soil, all the marigold seeds in my raised beds are now buried under 2 more inches of soil, and I don't think they're going to be sprouting this year. They may sprout next year, but not this year. But I did go through all my seeds and found I had a couple of packets of marigold seeds. I got a packet of these really pretty white marigolds that I had bought last spring that I was hoping to use. And I also have a packet of the regular mini multicolored marigolds that I love so much. So I'm going to go and get the seeds poked down into my beds, and hopefully these, being closer to surface, will come up, and I will have marigolds this summer in my raised beds around my tomatoes and my vegetables. I just like them. Makes my raised beds so much prettier. So let's go and take care of planting some seeds. Okay, these are the marigold seeds I bought last spring. I got my little petite color mix, and these white ones, I've never seen white ones before, so we'll see how well they do out here. I've already started roughing up the ground there. I'm using this little tool here, my weed popper. It seems to be working pretty good in these narrow areas. So far this year, this is the only marigold I've had come up from former seeds. It managed to work its way to the surface. Or it was in that when I dug the hole there, I dug down deep enough to get some of the surface, the deeper dirt that had marigold seeds in it, and was able to get it spread. Anyways, I'm going to get these going here. And yeah, what do we got growing over here? Oh, good grief, got another baby tree. Oh, I've been pulling these things out. But let's get these marigold seeds all planted. Okay, well, I got my seeds buried. Well, maybe not enough. There, put a little more dirt over that one. I'm going to go get a little water. Oops, this seed is poking out too. Let's get that seed back under there. Can't do much with my hands and my fingers, but poking seeds in, I can poke a seed in. Yeah, I put seeds in here too. Got seeds down in there as well. And got seeds in here as well. And I hope I covered them up. Not too deep, but just deep enough that moisture will keep them damp and they will sprout. So I'm going to go get my watering can, water the seeds, and hopefully in a week or so we got marigolds coming up. It's going to be getting kind of toasty warm this week, but then it'll be cooling back down into the 90s next week. and it should be okay. And we won't just have one little marigold. We'll have a whole bunch. Really want to see the white ones grow and bloom. I never had white ones before. So, we got that done. Yes, my strawberries are getting ripe. Protected from the robins by my laundry bags that I picked up at Dollar Tree. I need to get in here and give all my strawberry plants a good watering with some fertilizer. See there? Got one that's almost ripe. Isn't that beautiful? Okay, and I'm bringing you by for our daily check of the pumpkin patch. Oh boy, getting big. These ones, let's see. These are the Howden in this row. And these ones are the jack-o'-lantern ones in these row. And those two, the reason they're bigger, for anybody who's new here, is I picked these up as nursery starts. The rest of them, I planted seeds in the ground. And and also I have some tires with some volunteers that just came up wherever they wanted to. And they are just volunteers, but they're growing really good. I do need to, let's see if I can transfer this to my other hand. I do need to come out here and pull all the weeds, but yeah, the rest of this is what came up from seed. Yeah, I gotta get out here. Oh God, I'm trying to keep you straight. See what I'm doing, but get the weeds out. But here you can see I had only one of the seeds that I planted in here sprouted, but that's okay. This row is where I have my white pumpkins. I planted white pumpkins in this row, and it looks like most of my seeds have all sprouted. Yeah, in fact, I think they all sprouted. They're doing good. So we're going to have a nice row of white pumpkins. Oh, I really do need to get out here and weed. It's a little warm right now, but yeah, I got to get all these weeds pulled out from inside the tire so that they don't steal the nutrition from the pumpkin plants. But yeah, early morning's actually the best time to come and do this while it's nice and cool. And this row is mostly Cherokee bush. I decided to do that because they don't vine and they won't grow into my, well, there are raspberry plants in there. See? Raspberries. There's also grass that's 4 foot tall. I haven't been able to get out here and weed. And I really need to get a glove on and try. But these are a couple of volunteers that sprouted, well, clear over there in the middle of my patch, near where I had some of my starts and my nursery starts. And I had 8 of them that came up, so I put 2 in this tire. And this is a Cherokee bush. And let's see, I believe these are also transplants. And the rest of these are all Cherokee bush that are coming up. And they're doing quite well. They were a little late getting started because I was a little late getting my seeds in the ground. And these are all my Big Macs. These are Big Macs. This one's Big Mac, and it's a little slow, but it'll catch up. I believe these 2 are the unknown ones that, this one and this one here that I'm touching, those ones are the volunteers. I have no idea what they are. But this one that sprouted up from seed here in the middle, that's probably from a Big Mac seed that I planted. It was just late sprouting. This is a Big Mac. This is a Big Mac. This is a Big Mac. And these two are also volunteers. And I got to get out and do some fertilizing and weeding on all of them. And yeah, pumpkin patch update. Oh, these are getting so tall, and I have to keep pushing them back to the other side of the fence because the wind blows them through. But as you can see, like this one is almost, well, that one's actually taller than the fence. It's taller than the lower part of the fence, and that's what I like, is when they get taller than the lower part, then they stay on their side of the fence. And the reason I plant them on the south side of the fence instead of the north side, because our winds come up from the south there. And if they're on this side, the garden side, I found that out the first year, I had to tie them to the fence because the wind would push them over and into the pumpkin patch. But here, if they're here, I don't have to tie them up. The wind will actually push them up against the fence, and the fence will help support them. These are mammoth sunflowers, so they do get 10 to 12 feet tall. And I grow them every year. And as you can see, they are doing quite well, getting really tall here. And I leave them, let them go to seed every fall. And then I leave them up all winter long, and it helps provide the little winter birds with food during the winter. Something they can easily get to and forage. So, that is a little garden update. And this is going to be a short little video, I think. Didn't do a whole lot today. Planted some flower seeds, and yeah, didn't really do a lot. It's Sunday. I've been a little tired, so I might have overdone it a little bit yesterday, and it's just been kind of nice sitting out here in the shade and the cool breezes and just listening to the birds. So, didn't get a hymn out this morning, but maybe I'll get one out later. I'm still thinking patriotic themes, so sit down here in my hammock. One of my favorite spots to sit. I can just look out all over my yard. Yeah. Oh, listen to those birds. Got the tree sparrows. They're chirping up in the trees there. I like to see them. They're nice. Alright. Well, I'll let y'all go now. I'll come back at sunset. Should have gotten this morning's sunrise. We had an amazing sunrise this morning. But I'll see if I can remember to come out at sunset. Hopefully I haven't dozed off. Talk to y'all later.